Good afternoon, hello, good morning, good evening. Don't know what time it is where you are. It's Lynn here from the Learn English Network in Kitely for ESL vocabulary. And in today's session, we've got, let's have a look around. Monique, Buvnesh, Shiny, Traum, and Artem. Buvnesh and Artem, I think it's your first time here, which is great. Welcome. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, type 111 in nearby chat. Okay, Shiny, Buvnesh, Artem. Yay! Oh my goodness, this is too good. I'm getting nervous now. Okay, this is your second time. Oh, I thought it must be your first time because normally I would have invited you to join. I'm so sorry. I've been away for 3 weeks, so that's my excuse. And obviously I've had lots of sessions this week, so yeah, still my excuse. No excuse. Anyhow, Traum, just very quickly, you were asking about adjusting the volume for individual avatars. It's very easy. You hover your mouse over the avatar, click on the little eye, and then you'll see a sliding volume slide at the bottom. It will show a little bit of information about the avatar as well. You can see Monique is an ancient 2 years, 4 months old here. Then you slide the volume slider to where is comfortable. Then let go. It's very important to let go and then click away from the box. If you don't let go, you might end up sliding it to the top or the back. If you click within the box, you might accidentally slide it before you click away. So make sure it's at the volume you want on voice volume and then click away outside that box. Does that make sense, Traum?
Yes, that's the way I did it, but it could easily be that I didn't lift my finger off from the mouse. It could be, as you mentioned.
That can
I'll try
happen.
it.
I've done it before. So try it now. Monique, could you say something so that Traum can reduce your volume?
I'm so sorry.
No problem, Monique.
For the inconvenience.
Don't take it. Don't take it personally.
I don't know, I'm just kidding.
Here in your box. Now I put the volume cursor a little bit left. Then and then I get out of the box. So, Monique, can you say something, please?
Yes. Hi, Tom. How are you doing?
Oh, it's better.
Hope you are.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh my God.
good.
Sorry, I'm so complicated now sometimes. But when I am in a hurry,
It's okay.
so many things go wrong when I am in a hurry. Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, so today's ESL vocabulary session, and as we started before I went on holiday, we're going to be looking at the vocabulary challenge. Now, if you don't know what I mean by the vocabulary challenge, bad luck. No, it's a group in the forum. Okay, I can give you the link here. Okay. There's the link. And you'll find there's a vocabulary challenge every week, but we don't look at this week's challenge. Okay, we take one from the past. Now you might look at the item in the middle here, and you'll see it's actually a bicycle. And we haven't had a bicycle vocabulary challenge, but that's the trick. This week's vocabulary challenge is going to be on the motorbike. Okay. Now, for the life of me, I couldn't find a motorbike. Not for love, well, I could find one for money, but I have to do it for love, so... So I thought what we could do is discuss the differences between a motorbike and a bike. So to me, that's a bike or a bicycle. But we have a problem with motorbike and bike because a bike can also be a motorbike. And when do you make the difference? When do you make the differentiation between? How can you know when somebody says, "Yeah, I rode a bike"? What kind of bike did they ride? Did they ride a motorbike or a bicycle? My first question, though, let's go round the group and ask whether you've ever ridden a bike or a motorbike. Whether you've ridden a bicycle or have you ever ridden a motorbike? Monique, what about you?
Good question. What about me? Let me check. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the difference because I always said that I ride or yeah I rode both bicycle and motorcycle, but I'm not sure what's the difference. You know, or maybe of course the engine. You know, when it comes to a motorcycle, I'm not sure. Bicycle is just like the motorbike. No, motorbike and motorcycle. Gosh, that's the thing. No, I don't know.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's like
Because
oh, no!
sometimes you say when it comes to you know, something that has engine, I would say that it's a bike only. So I don't know motors. I don't know. Now you confused me. So that's a tricky question, actually.
It is, I know, and that's why it makes it interesting. What about
Yeah.
Bhuvnesh? Bhuvnesh, have you ever ridden a bicycle or a motorbike? Bhuvnesh, can you hear me? Have you got voice, Bhuvnesh? No. Okay, 222. No, we can't, Bhuvnesh. I can't remember if you had voice problems the last time, but I will send you to a page. You might have to set up your voice. You've got a white dot. That indicates to me you've got the connection you need, but you might need to do a little bit of work on your settings. So let me just give you the link for sound settings. I really should bump this link up actually because it's always a bit hidden. Where is it? Set your mic? No, it's freebies. No, where's it gone? Ba, 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 ba. Changing clothes? No. I think it's on page 2. So let me bump it, and then I'll give you the link. Okay, so bump. Oh, I'll put at at Bhuvnesh. Okay, this might help. Go to the first page in this thread. Okay, so but we'll have to move on. So Shiny, what about you? Have you ever ridden a motorbike or a bicycle?
I think maybe we can tell from their clothes. I think no one wear a leather jacket or leather trouser to ride a bicycle. Will be a disaster.
That's very true. How can you tell if somebody is a cyclist or a biker? So there's 2 new words for you. Cyclist and biker. So cyclist, lycra, biker, leather. Nice
Okay.
point.
That's a good difference.
Well, I mean, you can't say would never wear leather on a bicycle. It would be quite funny if they did, sort of full leathers. Now, when somebody's wearing leather on a bike, we actually call them leathers. Yeah, he was wearing leathers. Artem, I don't know why your voice is off. Go to the same link I shared for Bhuvnesh. You've got a white dot. it should work, but it might be that you need to set your microphone properly in preferences, okay? When you first come into virtual worlds, you do have to tweak things so that your microphone is set up, so that your speakers are set up, and the link I shared with Bhuvnesh should talk you through that, okay? Okay, so Shiny. It can also, of course, be your connection. That's the other thing. But if you've got a white dot, and if I can see the white dot, you should have voice. You also have to remember to switch your microphone on. Now on my setup, I'm streaming, my microphone button is on the right, but it might be down at the bottom, it might be at the left. You've got different buttons. You need to click the microphone to speak, okay? The speak button, of course, okay? Mine's clicked on. If I click it off, then you can't hear me. I click it on, you can hear me. You can see green wavy lines above your head when your mic is working, okay? Try it now, Doe.
Yeah, I push, but it doesn't work.
There it is. There you are.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it works, but you have to be a bit, you have to be more patient, okay? And you can see if it's working for you because, as I say, above your head, when you speak, you'll see green wavy lines. And that means your microphone is working. The white dot means you have sound, you have connection to the voice server, okay? Okay, so Shiny, you gave us a nice description of what might differentiate a biker from a cyclist. However, you didn't answer my question, which was, have you ever ridden either a bike or a bicycle?
Ridden, you mean ride a bicycle?
Yeah, sat in the saddle and pedalled, or sat in the saddle and ridden it. Yeah.
Both.
You've done both. Awesome. You're a biker chick. And when was the last time? When was the last time you went cycling?
Cycling every day.
So you cycle every day?
Just cycling. That doesn't mean that I join a club or something like that.
No.
I just I ride my bicycle to a supermarket or everywhere because it saves money. If you take a bus or a train, I just do it for saving money.
Okay, interesting. So you do it as a convenience. You do it to get around, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what about biking? When was the last time you rode a motorbike?
It's a long time ago because I had many accidents.
Oh.
So the last time I was sent to a hospital by an ambulance.
Oh dear. So you don't do that anymore. Too dangerous.
So So I have to quit to ride a motorbike.
Yeah, careful. Bicycle is always going to be what we've got in front of us. Yeah, that's a bicycle or a cycle. Now, of course, they come in different colours, shapes, sizes, etc. But it's not going to be called a motorbike. However, to confuse Monique, what's in front of us could also be a bike. Okay, so a bicycle, a bike can mean a push bike. And yes, we do use the word push bike. For Zom, that is. She asked it yesterday. Traum, what about you? I know you go cycling sometimes. What about motorbike? Have you ever ridden a motorbike?
Motorbike, that's the one with the engine. Yes.
Sorry, the one with the what?
With the engine.
Engine.
Oh, engine.
What's an engine? Engine, yeah, engine. Yeah, a motorbike has an engine.
Engine, okay. The last time I was biking, it is many years back when I was using it, but I never. And there exist so many kinds of bikes. Motorcycle,
motorbike, bike, yeah, motorcycle.
Really not so easy.
No, I know. Motor, bike, they can all mean the same thing.
Okay.
Bicycle.
Father had a motorbike. It is from the brand name Puch, and it's a very small and easy one. And it this kind of motorbike doesn't achieve a high speed. It's a nice one for a young girl, I say.
Okay, I know what you mean. So it was more what we might call a moped or a scooter, maybe?
Yes, moped. Then it's not so a strong one as we know those on the streets with the strong engines.
Okay. Shiny. I was going to come to this, but we'll discuss this now. Yes. There are bicycles, but they don't really have an engine. They have, I think you're talking about e-bikes, these new e-bikes, but we wouldn't say it has an engine. It has a battery. Okay. Yeah. So a battery is different to an engine. Even though that battery is driving the bike, is pushing the bike along, we don't consider it an engine. It's a battery, it's an e-bike. Is that what you meant, Shiny?
It can raise the speed. So
exactly.
I take it as a bike because it can,
Yeah, absolutely. And Vinay, you're quite right. Electric bikes, you have to plug them in. You have to charge the battery, and then you can go for however many miles the battery will last. A little bit like your laptop or your computer. Your laptop only lasts a certain, and then the battery's empty. The battery's completely flat. You have a flat battery. You have to find a charging point again. An engine on a motorbike, at the moment, it's going to change. Come on. We tend to use petrol or diesel for a motorbike. You have to put fuel in, liquid fuel in. Of course, with petrol and diesel becoming the enemy, then it might be that we end up having electric motorbikes. But generally, an engine is petrol or diesel driven, and the battery on an e-bike isn't considered to be an engine. Oh gosh, people steal the batteries. Oh, no way. That's bad.
the battery, they steal it and sell it.
Okay, Adam, I haven't scripted the bicycle. You can't steal it. Sorry. You do know I'm streaming this, don't you, Artem?
I was electrocuted.
Best security.
Are you trying to steal the wheel?
Okay. Well, you can sit on anything pretty much in virtual worlds, but it has to be scripted for it to make any sense. I haven't scripted that bicycle, I'm afraid. Awesome. Okay. So, Tram, I would suggest that you didn't actually ride a motorbike. Again, it's a little bit of snobbery. E-bike, motorbike, engine, battery, moped and scooter. Okay. Mopeds and scooters. What's the difference between a moped, a scooter and a motorbike? Any idea? There are different rules.
It could be.
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe it could be the. Maybe it could be the engine again.
Yeah, the engine size. They say
The
size
engine size,
doesn't matter. It does when it comes to motorbikes. Ah, Tram, you've lost voice. I don't know why, but maybe wait for it to come back. Or Autumn, you're trying to sit next to everybody.
Are you comfortable?
Okay, Tram's voice is back.
Yeah, I feel pretty well. Hi.
Okay, so no, I was just saying, what's the difference between a motorbike, a bike, and a moped? And it's engine size. Monique just got the answer. It's the size of the engine that matters, and there are different rules towards mopeds and motorbikes, or scooters, as some people call mopeds. Like the little Italian Vespa, we'd call that a moped or a scooter. Okay, you still need to have a license, but for a moped, you can start learning to ride one at about 16. But I think with motorbikes you have to be a bit older, because motorbikes are considered more dangerous. There's more power in the engine, so they're more dangerous. Okay. I think if it's under 125 cc, at 16 you can ride one. You can learn to ride one, but it's a moped. Above that, I think you have to be older, and certainly the test for motorbike, for riding a motorbike, takes a lot longer. Any questions or anything you'd like to add?
I used to have both a motorbike and bike.
Okay, so you had a bicycle and a motorbike, yeah?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, cool. Brum brum. Which did you prefer?
Yeah. The motorbike was quite old, and it was dangerous one. I was about 13 years old, and I always lived in an apartment. But my friend at this time lived in a house, so he has a lot of area where I could store my new motorbike, and we didn't have enough money because I didn't have enough, and we just every one of us, he and I, contributed to purchase this one. But we bought just old one. It's Russian bike, Yawa. The label of this motorbike is Yawa. It's not so quick, but it has about 120 power horses.
Okay, 120 horsepower.
So we just destroyed this motorbike just during the summer.
So we say 120 horsepower, not horsepowers or horses,
horsepower.
just 120 horsepower, 120 cc maybe.
Yeah, we were young, and our hands sometimes weren't able to manage to hold the handles, actually, because for our hands it were pretty much of power.
Yeah, they are very powerful. I mean, I've ridden a moped, I've ridden a motorbike, I've ridden a bicycle. I only ride bicycles now. Hubby used to be what I would call a biker because he didn't have a car, he had a motorbike. That's how he got to work. But it's a little bit like you were saying, Shiny. It's dangerous. It is dangerous, and you have enough accidents, it puts you off. And he came off his bike one too many times and realised maybe it's time to stop biking. I'll get a car. Yeah, you have to listen to life. Go on, Artem. Take the mic.
I still have just bike, but I don't cycle very much these days. It's kind of become boring to me.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I cycle a lot in Germany because it's really nice cycling in Germany. There's lots of cycle lanes, so you're not out in the traffic and you can cycle across country. In fact, a couple of friends are visiting me tomorrow from England. They're bringing their bicycles because they want to go cycling in the countryside with me. So we'll go out for a nice bike ride if the weather's nice. I'm a fair weather cyclist, but I don't wear lycra, by the way.
Eileen.
No, not anymore. Just normal t-shirt, shorts or trousers, but no lycra. Just in case you were thinking, ooh, no. Vinay, you were saying earlier, let me find what you wrote, Vinay. I'm sure you said something about your... I used to cycle in early age. So what you would say there, can anybody rewrite that in a more natural way? We wouldn't really say in an early age, I'll be honest. Oh, I think my voice is breaking. Can you hear me?
I guess here right now on a bike.
Okay, so...
I see.
Yeah, a lot of noise there, Vinay. In fact, I think you were drowning out my microphone. Vinay, what you'd say is, I used to cycle when I was younger. Okay. We often use this when
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we do, but lots of noise on the background.
Okay, so yeah, you would say when I was younger, not at a young age or when I was young. Just when I was younger, I used to cycle. When I was younger, I used to be able to run. Those were the days. When I was younger, I could wear lycra. Okay. So let me share this photo with you. As I say, I tried to find a bike to bring in, but I couldn't. So let's have a look at the bike or the bicycle in front of us and a bike. And if we look at the actual vocabulary challenge.
Oh, cool one.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be a cool one.
Like, yeah, I like it.
As this one, just to have just a door in your garage maybe, but I would like to have some enduro style.
Ah, right. Well, the Harley, of course. I mean, as you said, Artem, there are different makes of bicycle. There are different makes of bike. And some makes are very well known. You mentioned the one in Russia. I'm sorry to say I hadn't heard of it. But I think a lot of people have heard of the Harley-Davidson. Yeah, it's like the king of bikes, isn't it? King of motorcycles. In the UK, a rally is really well known in when you talk about bicycles. Yeah, rally used to be actually rally. Yeah, it used to be manufactured in Nottingham, where I grew up, and it was really well known in the UK. But I guess you might not have heard of rally. But I think most people have heard of a Harley-Davidson.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, big bike, big road.
I love it. I mean, that model is just awesome. I
It
prefer
is.
this model rather than the other one when you have the how can I say that? Let me check the hand bar that really
The
up to your
handlebars. The handlebars.
yeah the handlebar really I mean up your body. So I don't like that. You
Yeah.
know?
What I call sit
Yeah.
up and beg handlebars. Sit up and beg handlebars. Yeah, I always think they look a bit, I don't know, sort of like biker gang. Yeah. I mean, bikes and bikers have got a bad reputation across the world, around the world, because of biker gangs. Yeah. And Harley is the preferred biker gang bike. But, you know, to me, it's just a bike. And I think it's a beautiful piece of machinery. Hello, Bhavnesh. I can hear something. Wow, you've got your mic working. Okay,
He's
a lot of
tortured.
noise. Ooh, a lot of noise. Well, I'll have to reduce that down a little bit. So, Bhavnesh, I can hear something, but I can't hear your voice. I can just hear a lot of static. It's just going. Can anybody else hear anything?
No, really nice.
No, just noisy. Yeah. But you're getting there. We can at least hear something. So this needs a bit more tweaking. Okay, so when you look at a motorbike, when you look at the list of vocabulary, what things do you think you have the same on a motorbike as you would have on a bicycle? Can you think of any of the words here that would actually apply to a bicycle too?
Wheel.
Seat,
yeah.
the
Handlebars.
handlebars, yeah,
Handlebars, yeah.
and
I
brake.
think I heard Vinay say something, or Dope. I'm not sure who it was. One of the guys.
Brake handles.
Yeah, there's brakes, but yeah, we've got the handlebars. You've got a handbrake. I would give you handbrake because the brakes on a bicycle are on the handlebars. Yeah, but of course you don't. Oh, by the way, brake, Monique, with an AKE, not like to break. Yeah, brake.
Yeah, yep.
Brake. Don't break your brake. Traum, you were saying something. Don't forget to type mic if...
Yes, of course. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Traum, take the mic. It just makes it easier. What were you trying to say, Traum? Well, that didn't work well, did it? I can't hear you, Traum. Oh no! Oh, you've lost voice. Just wait a moment. Yeah, just wait here. Just wait. Yes. Ah, reflectors. Yes. So a bike. Yeah, well done. A bicycle has reflectors, and it might have lights as well. So a bicycle has lights and reflectors. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Artem, yeah, a frame. So the cycle frame, yeah, and the bike frame, they have a frame too. Good. Mudguard, yeah, a mudguard. Whoa, where's Vinay going? No, not Vinay. Who was that? Who was that strange person disappearing off the...
I know.
Whoa, Bhuvnesh, where are you going? Come back.
Moonish.
How did he do this?
I think he's
It's a
clicked on
Moonish.
something in the distance and he's got lag. When you're sat, it's as well to just try to stay sat. So let's find him. Bhuvnesh. I'll offer him a teleport, see if I can save him. Okay, Bhuvnesh. Careful where you click. It can take you to places you might not want to go.
I fly. I'm flying.
You can fly. Yay. Oh my goodness.
I mean, you know something dope is the happiest Russian I ever met, you know. It's incredible. No, really.
Awesome. I think that's a compliment. I'd take that as a compliment. Okay, so Traum, I think you've got your voice back. Would you like to talk about the reflectors you were mentioning?
Yes, I didn't see reflectors on the list, so I was going to talk about it because reflectors are very important, especially when you get a newly bought bicycle. Sorry, they have it. It's brought on the bicycle. But after a time you have it at home, it's the very first things that you will lose or that it will lose. The reflectors are very important when you cycle at night or at dawn. The drivers.
You've gone again, Traum. So yeah, but I know what you mean. And you tend to have reflectors on a bicycle when you buy it, and you buy lights for the bicycle. But of course, with a bike, it's when you buy the bike, the motorbike, they're generally included in the cost. And you will find on motorcycles and motorbikes reflectors, but you'll also find the lights, the rear lights, the front lights, the headlamp.
Yeah, I checked recently. The price on bikes raised very high.
Oh yeah.
very expensive to have a new bike, and the quality, because for example my how to say, the part of bikes which like brakes and so on, it's very expensive, which is on my, but the same model which is now is selling out on market. It doesn't have the same level of equipment which does mine, but it's the same model.
Yeah, and different models come at different price ranges as well. I mean,
No, it's the same model, just generation different, and because of the price they just wanted to make less price on this model.
okay.
But okay.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean,
Yeah.
I've always thought that. I think it was Bob actually. Bob was talking about he got a second-hand bike, and he said it was so cheap. And he's right. You know, you buy it second-hand, it's going to be a lot cheaper than a brand new bike.
Yeah, but that's dangerous sometimes to buy,
Why?
because my friend, my acquaintance, when we was cycling, and he was also wanted to buy a bicycle, but he didn't have enough money to spend on new one, but he wanted to buy the same like we used to have, and he decided to buy just used one, but in a few months there has been a crack on a frame.
Oh.
And in a few months it's broken, and so the main which you should have a look before to buy, it's the frame. If it doesn't, how to say, carved, and still have the same form. It doesn't. How to say?
Yeah, that's true. You have to make sure it is not been in an accident or if it's rusted or something. The other thing you have to make sure it's not stolen.
Oh, I don't care actually. Everything stolen.
Oh, please care. I've had so many bikes stolen.
Everything stolen.
Okay, now what things on a motorbike wouldn't you expect to find on a bicycle? Okay, looking at that list, what wouldn't you expect to find on a bicycle?
An engine.
An engine?
I'm back, by the way.
No engine, absolutely. Yeah.
No mirror, maybe.
Yeah, no mirror. Now, that said, you can get accessories, yeah?
Yeah.
I have seen some sad people with a mirror on their bike so they can see behind them, but really, it's just more weight.
Something that's not common.
Yeah, it doesn't normally come with a bicycle. You're right. No rear view mirror, no mirror. Yeah. What else?
Footrest.
Footrest. No, you do not get a footrest. Now you can get bikes with bike rests. I'm not sure if this bike has one, but I think it has. Oh no, it doesn't. You can get bikes with bike rests. They sort of kick down at the back, and you can lean your bike without it falling over. But no, a footrest, it wouldn't have one. You have a child seat on a bike, but not on a motorbike. Well, I have seen a child seat on a motorbike.
Child seat on motorbike.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's legal. But
No.
let's have a quick
Not
Google. Child seat for motorbike. Yeah, you can buy them. You can buy them. Let's see if there's one. If there's a
For
crazy.
someone who is tired of parent shoe.
But it's probably.
But really dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous. But what you don't
Oh my
want to
gosh.
do. Yeah, what you don't want to do is this kind of riding with your children.
Okay, let's check. It's not allowed here.
No, I think you would
Some
definitely
people
be
try, but
stopped.
no. Especially in the small towns or small villages, people tend to do that, but it's so funny, you know. A lot of things, just one bike, and you say, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah.
This belongs to India.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
In India, somewhere you
And they
can
look so
see that.
happy. They look so happy though. It looks cool.
Why not?
Yeah,
They're all together.
Indian man has
The perfect
the
trip.
Indian man has potential to accommodate large number of Indians in one ride. So they can drive even with large number of people.
Yeah, absolutely. Now remember,
This bike,
drive
wait.
tends to be a four-wheeled vehicle. You drive a four-wheel. We ride a motorbike. We ride a bicycle. So to drive is slightly different from to ride. You've got a basket on your bike. Yeah, Charm, I have too. Yay, good one. You would tend not to see a little shopping basket on a Harley-Davidson, would you?
This summer has been new style to have a motorbike with with a stroller attached to its side of motorbike.
Ah, you can get sidecars for a motorbike. Yeah, a sidecar where the passenger
Sidecar?
can sit. Now, passengers on motorbikes, if we go back to our original lovely Harley-Davidson picture, yeah, how are those two people riding? You've got the rider, the bike rider, and then you've got a passenger. Do you know what we call being a passenger like that? We've got a special
Nope.
word for it. To ride. pillion. Yeah, and it means to sit behind. And you have to put. It's very romantic. I went out with a policeman once, and he took me out on the back of his bike, and I had to put my arms around him. We'd only just met, but so that's to ride pillion. Hi, Reem. You were a little late. I'm so sorry. We are about to finish. We started an hour ago. Have you got your times wrong? Yeah, okay, you do know. Good. I hate to tell people when they come, and I think, oh dear, do they think we're just starting? Because we are just finishing, I'm afraid. Hello.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. As long as you, as long as you,
time.
Yeah, as long as you understand, you can watch. We are streaming, so you'll be able to watch the stream. You must watch the stream just to see Artem.
In 1 hour we're going to think.
Yeah, we've been up for an hour already. Yeah. It's also called to ride two up. Yeah, to ride two up. And really, on a bicycle, you can't really do that. Although you can ride on the handlebars on a bicycle. If anybody, yeah. Have you ever watched the film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? Raindrops are falling on my head. And she's riding on the handlebars. Really romantic, but very uncomfortable in reality.
Yeah.
So what else might you not have on a bicycle? Well, of course, a fuel tank as well.
Exhaust pipe as well.
Exhaust pipe, yeah. There wouldn't be an exhaust pipe. There's no need. And of course, a fuel tank on an electric bike wouldn't be there. It would be called a battery on an electric bike. Now, disc brakes, yeah, some high-end bicycles have disc brakes and also shock absorbers. My bicycle, now, when I was a child learning to ride a bicycle, I didn't have shock absorbers, but my bicycle now has shock absorbers on the front handlebars and on the seat. It's lovely. I go bouncing over bumps. It's like boing. So we would have shock absorbers. Nobody's mentioned the wheels and the tyres. Wheels and tyres, you find them on bicycles and motorbikes. The mudguard or the fender, yeah. Not all bicycles have a mudguard though. Mountain bikes tend not to have a mudguard. They don't care if they get muddy. They want the weight reduced. Yeah. Monique, take the mic.
I have a question, and sometimes I get confused with wheel and tire.
Aha. So, yeah. Okay.
Is tire the pneumatic, or yeah? Sometimes I get confused. So.
Generally, the tire is the outer part of the wheel, the rubber. Okay.
Okay.
And the wheel is the construction. So when we look at the wheel on this bicycle, the wheel is the metal part. Okay. And then inside you've got the spokes. Something that you tend not to have on a motorbike is spokes. So wheel, spokes. Oh, you do? Okay. Oh, no, I'm wrong. You do have spokes. So motorbike, I don't know. What do I know? Motorbike.
You have a backup there.
Yeah, hubby's working from home.
Perfect.
So in the wheel, you've got the spokes. They're the metal threads, if you like, that hold the shape of the wheel. And then you've got the wheel itself. It would include the spokes. Okay. That's the metal part. But the tyre goes on the outside. That's generally the rubber or plastic or whatever material it's made of. And the tyre is what can go flat. You have a flat tyre, and that goes for cars too, and motorbikes. So
okay, great, thank you.
Okay, but good question, Indy, good question. Now, you can go out, and what can be confusing is you can go out and buy a wheel for your car and it will include the tyre. But generally, if you're looking at it as parts, the tyre is the rubber and the wheel is the metal. Okay?
And people tend to change the wheel for something more sophisticated, let's say. I don't like that changes,
sometimes.
but yeah.
I mean, they'll get alloy wheels, what we call alloy wheels, the aluminium ones, rather than the big heavy cast iron, ones. Absolutely.
Okay.
And sometimes they just get. You don't do this for a bike or for a motorbike or a bicycle, but for a car, you might get those covers that you can buy.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for cars. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they get stolen as well.
That's true.
Okay. So, any questions before we finish? So, there's a lot of vocabulary that's similar between a bike and a motorbike, but there's a lot of vocabulary that's different because of the way they're manufactured and what you can do with them. But what's happening is they are converging. And I think because Shiny quite rightly pointed out the electric bike and the electric bicycle and the electric bike, if Europe bans petrol and diesel, then surely we're going to have electric bikes as well. And when will a bicycle then become a bike? And when will a motorbike become a bicycle? It's a good question. And if you haven't heard about that, yes, France has already announced that diesel and petrol vehicles will be banned, and the UK has announced that by 2040 they'll be beginning to ban them. So eventually we might not have to worry about the differences. Yeah. Have you not heard that, Monique?
Yes, I heard about it. And 2040, that would be the big year.
Yeah, big changes. Hubby just said it's not happening.
It could be, it's a really tough decision for the industry. Who knows?
Well, we'll definitely have that as a topic in a future session, maybe on a Wednesday or in Discord, because I think it's really interesting. The whole idea of how are they going to do it is quite fascinating to me. But one cheerful person went, I don't care, I won't be alive then. I'm like, yeah, that's the way to think of things. Oh dear. So any questions before I go?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, I'll try and find a bicycle that you can ride here, Dope. But at the moment I haven't got one, I'm afraid. So, but you can fly. You said it doesn't matter. You can fly.
I have a bicycle. It's just keep gathering dust on my balcony.
You need to get it down. Go on, go out. You might have got bored with it, but you might find it more interesting now. I think going out with other people is fun. I think cycling.
Yeah, I just have lots of years of cycling.
Yeah. You should
take
it up again.
Everywhere in my city.
Find a cycling club, an English-speaking cycling club. You can cycle and practice your English at the same time. Okay, so we'll be in Discord for TGIF today, and we will be trying out the new way of sharing videos. I don't know if anybody noticed on Discord. In Spotlight today, we shared a video using a new piece of software. So if you come to TGIF today, we'll be trying that out and seeing how it works. It worked really well in Spotlight.
Is it possible on my mobile? If I just
that would be interesting to find out, wouldn't it?
Okay, I'll try.
Certainly you can take part in Discord on your mobile. That's absolutely fine. It works very well, in fact. Whether you can then share video as well, that will be interesting to find out. I haven't done it myself yet, so we can find out. You can be a guinea pig again.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. There's only one guinea pig badge though, but But no, it really worked well. We were able to watch the video. I was able to pause it, start it, pause it, and it started and paused for everybody. It was cool. So, but it has to be a separate app, separate service. So. Okay, so Dope, nice to see you again here. And nice to see you. I'm sorry I've got to go. I haven't even had lunch yet, so I'm going to try and get my lunch whilst in between now and TGIF.
Isn't she nice?
You take care, guys. Bye.
He's really enjoying this world. Okay.
I'll fly around, Dope. Have an explore. There's lots of things to see here, and also in the other kitely worlds as well. So yeah, you're here now. It's working. Explore. You'll have fun. Take care then. Bye.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
About the avatar as well. You can see Monique is an ancient 2 years 4 months old here. Then you slide the volume slider to where is comfortable, then let go. It's very important to let go, and then click away from the box. If you don't let go, you might end up sliding it to the top or the back. If you click within the box, you might accidentally slide it before you click away. So make sure it's at the volume you want on voice volume, and then click away outside that box. Does that make sense, Traum?
Yes, that's the way I did it, but it could easily be that I didn't lift my finger off from the mouse. It could be, as you mentioned.
That
I'll try
happen.
it.
I've done it before. So try it now. Monique, could you say something so that Traum can reduce your volume?
I'm so sorry.
No problem, Monique.
For the inconvenience.
Don't take it. Don't take it personally.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Here in your box. Now I put the cursor, the volume cursor, a little bit left. Then and then I get out of the box. So
only. So I don't know, motors. I don't know. Now you confused me. So that's a tricky question, actually.
It is, I know, and that's why it makes it interesting. What about Bhuvnesh? Bhuvnesh, have you ever ridden a bicycle or a motorbike? Bhuvnesh, can you hear me? Have you got voice, Bhuvnesh? No. Okay, 222. No, we can't, Bhuvnesh. I can't remember if you had voice problems the last time, but I will send you to a page. You might have to set up your voice. You've got a white dot. That indicates to me you've got the connection you need, but you might need to do a little bit of work on your settings. So let me just give you the link for sound settings. I really should bump this link up actually, because it's always a bit hidden. Where is it? Set your mic? No, it's freebies. No, where's it gone? Changing clothes. No, I think it's on page. The differences between a motorbike and a bike. So to me, that's a bike or a bicycle. But we have a problem with motorbike and bike, because a bike can also be a motorbike. And when do you make the difference? When do you make the differentiation between? How can you know when somebody says, I rode a bike? What kind of bike did they ride? Did they ride a motorbike or a bicycle? My first question though, let's go round the group and ask whether you've ever ridden a bike or a motorbike. Whether you've ridden a bicycle or have you ever ridden a motorbike? Monique, what about you?
Um, Good question. What about me? And let me check. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the difference because I always said that I write or yeah I wrote both bicycle and motorcycle, but I'm not sure what's the difference. Or maybe of course the engine. When it comes to a motorcycle, I'm not sure. Bicycle is just like the motorbike. No, motorbike and motorcycle. Gosh, that's the thing. No, I don't know.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's like,
Because
oh, no.
sometimes you say when it comes to something that has engine, I would say that it's a bike.
Good afternoon, hello, good morning, good evening. Don't know what time it is where you are. It's Lynn here from the Learn English Network in Kitely for ESL vocabulary. And in today's session, we've got, let's have a look around. Monique, Buvnesh, Shiny, Traum, and Artem. Buvnesh and Artem, I think it's your first time here, which is great. Welcome. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, type 111 in nearby chat. Okay, Shiny, Buvnesh, Artem. Yay! Oh my goodness, this is too good. I'm getting nervous now. Okay, this is your second time. Oh, I thought it must be your first time because normally I would have invited you to join. I'm so sorry. I've been away for 3 weeks, so that's my excuse. And obviously I've had lots of sessions this week, so yeah, still my excuse. No excuse. Anyhow, Traum, just very quickly, you were asking about adjusting the volume for individual avatars. It's very easy. You hover your mouse over the avatar, click on the little eye, and then you'll see a sliding volume slide at the bottom, which will show a little bit of information about...
Monique, can you say something, please?
Yes. Hi, Tram. How are you doing?
Oh, it's better.
Hope you are.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh my God.
good.
Sorry, I'm so complicated now sometimes. But when I am in a hurry,
It's okay.
so many things go wrong when I'm in a hurry. Okay. Thank you.
No worries, no worries. Okay, so today's ESL vocabulary session, and as we started before I went on holiday, we're going to be looking at the vocabulary challenge. Now, if you don't know what I mean by the vocabulary challenge, bad luck. No, it's a group in the forum. Okay, I can give you the link here. Okay. There's the link, and you'll find there's a vocabulary challenge every week, but we don't look at this week's challenge. Okay, we take one from the past. Now you might look at the item in the middle here, and you'll see it's actually a bicycle. And we haven't had a bicycle vocabulary challenge, but that's the trick. This week's vocabulary challenge is going to be on the motorbike. Okay. Now, for the life of me, I couldn't find a motorbike. Not for love, well, I could find one for money, but I have to do it for love, so... So I thought what we could do is discuss